Later, you are a loser. Zoran Winner. Zoran Winner. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't have the bandwidth to tangle with somebody who's probably eating cat food in the back of his trailer right now. Zoran Winner, I think it's a sad state of affairs when you come into a chat with all of these people, and there's going to be thousands of people watching this. And I know you don't have the bandwidth or the courage to put your real picture up or to say what your real name is. You might be possibly a disgruntled streamer. You might be. You might be a disgruntled guy who does not like that the great and powerful wasted talent is doing something else and making history yet again. But what I would tell you is this. Zoran, what we're going to do is we're going to put your loser ass in a space where you can enjoy all the cat food you want. Zoran, we are going to put you in a space where you can explore everything in life that is coming to you, bro. I am talking about all the cat food you're eating. I'm talking about all the rejections you're going to get from women. I'm talking about the fact that, and this is all contingent on the fact that you're of age. You could be some kid, and and then if that's the case, I apologize. Yeah, you know what? If he's a minor, then you know what? Because it's supposed to be somebody in here. This is not for children, so I'm not going to say anything. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to stop with this. I am just going to block you. If this is some little child or something like that, we're just going to block you. We'll get you out of here. You have a nice day, kid. You got salute. But if you're an adult, then everything I said applies. To the gulags you go. To the gulags you go. But look, man, it's just, listen, let's get back to it, man. Let's get back to it. Look, we got so many people. We got some new people. Yo, what, Missed Man 12? Who the F is this? Bro, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get you up out of here too. Talk about no damn crypto. The F is out of here, man. We listen, man. But thank you, Kenny. Thank you. This is Fourth and Wasted. This is a different show. This is not what we normally do. This is not what we normally do. So let's get back to the league news, and we're going to get out of here, guys. I think there are certain things that we're going to have to do to try to refine this show, right? So for me, right, the Carolina Panthers are one of those teams that could possibly make that ascension, to climb up the ranks. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are shaky. They have a situation where they have to decide their future with Baker Mayfield. I personally don't know what Tampa Bay is going to do, right? Because that is a team that has some talent, but I don't think that they're talented enough to compete for a Super Bowl. And then, Baker Mayfield has been pretty darn good, right? But has he been good enough for you to cash him out like you would do a guy like a Matthew Stafford? Is Baker Mayfield that good, man? Salute to my guy Rich back in the place, man. Salute to my guy Rich back. But guys, yeah, man. I'm telling you right now, man. I'm telling you right now, you got a lot of teams that are going to make that ascension. So, guys, let's. No, I like Baker, right? But I don't know whether Baker Mayfield is a guy that you want to pay that kind of money, right? So, look, we got to get into some hot takes, man. Let's get into some hot takes. The show kind of got away from us, but this is our first go round, right? This is our first go round. Let's get back into the top 10, right? Who is the most overrated player on this list? On all of these lists, top 10 cornerbacks, defensive tackles, edge rushers. I'm going to be real with you. And I know you guys are going to disagree with me. I think Nick Bosa is a hell of an overrated player. I think that Sauce Gardner is a hell of an overrated player. Marlon Humphrey. And also, look, man, at the end of the day, you might not agree. Quinnen Williams. Quinnen Williams, man. Let's dig into this, right? Let's dig into this, right? So let's go into Nick Bosa in his last year. Because Nick Bosa has been pretty damn good. He has been, but Nick Bosa has missed a hell of a lot of games, man. Last year, Nick Bosa had 2 sacks. He had 8 tackles last year. 2024, 1 interception, 9 sacks. The guy has not been the healthiest guy in the world. He has not been the healthiest guy in the world, and it seems like the Bosa family curse. It really does, man. It seems like the Bosa family curse. I don't see how you can have a guy like that on the list where in the last 2 or 3 years he has not played a whole lot. Now, this is a guy from, when he was at Ohio State, his final year at Ohio State, he had a core muscle injury, right? 2020, tore his ACL in week 2, end of the season. 2024, missed multiple games due to a hip and an oblique injury. 2025, torn right ACL in week 3, season over. So I don't see in what world the last 2 seasons Nick Bosa has been hurt, how you can have him in the top 10. For real, I do not see any world where that can happen. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't see how Nick Bosa can be a guy that is in the top 10. The guy's been hurt a whole hell of a lot, man. He really has. And when we start talking about Sauce Gardner, man, Sauce Gardner is, to me, he's the most overrated player in the National Football League. If you see what that guy went for, right? This is a man who did not have an interception all last year. His last year with the Jets in 2024, he had 1 interception. Sauce Gardner in his career has had 3 interceptions. 3 interceptions. Last year, he had under 30 tackles. 2024, 36 tackles. I really don't see how Sauce Gardner is and look, I know you guys are saying stats, right? How many times has he been targeted? But to me, Sauce Gardner is a very, very, average corner. I don't see it. I don't see it, man. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't see the Sauce Gardner hype. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. And I think that the Indianapolis Colts got absolutely worked in that trade with him. They got absolutely worked, man. Absolutely worked. Salute to my guy, Lord Buddy Bill with the $5 slapper room. I'm going to get a bad rep for going off topic, but who won an NBA championship? That's right. I rep with my Anunoby jersey every night during the playoffs. You damn right. Listen, man, we can talk football. I got to remove this. But if you guys already haven't realized, the New York Knicks are still NBA world champions. I just want to let y'all know. Oh, my God. Yeah, but yo, Sauce Gardner's overrated, man. He's overrated. So, I mean, Sauce Gardner should not be in the top 10. I don't think Sauce Gardner should be in the top 15 corners in the National Football League. I really, really don't. Sauce Gardner, bro, look, man, when you start talking about that draft class and stuff like that, he's not even the best corner out of his draft class. He really isn't. Because if I'm not mistaken, Derek Stingley Jr. came out that year. I don't understand why AJ Terrell Jr. was not on this list. I don't understand how Sauce Gardner on this list. And look, I'm not a huge Joey Porter Jr. fan, but he's been playing better than Sauce Gardner has been playing. He really has. Now, people can use that metric. Well, hey, man, Sauce Gardner doesn't get thrown at as much. That's not the case. Like, to me, right, when you start talking about elite corners, right? Look, guys like Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean is an analytical darling. He only surrendered 1 touchdown all season. DJ Turner with the Cincinnati Bengals, balling. And Devin Witherspoon, bro, this guy finished the season as the league's only cornerback to post an above 90 grade. Like, to me, like, to put Sauce Gardner in that rarefied air, it's kind of funny to me. Now, look, man, he does well in press coverage. He forces tight windows and, but look, man, I don't have Sauce Gardner as one of my guys, man. I'm sorry, man. I got Patrick Surtain over him. I got Derek Stanley Jr. over him. I got J.C. Horn. I got Denzel Ward. Denzel Ward has 19 pass breakups. 19, bro. 19. I just think the name is a lot bigger than the game with Sauce Gardner. I'm gonna be real with you. The name is a lot bigger than the effing game, man. And yes, Bodega, I agree with you. I think Derek Stanley Jr. is the best, man. Seriously. But look, man, I'm gonna be real, man. There are a lot of guys out here. This list is crazy. We had to talk about it. We also have to start, getting back into, what we're gonna do, at the end of the show. And what we do at the end of the show is we talk Raiders at the end of the show, right? I'm gonna try to refine the show a little better than this. This is a dry run. We got some branding coming out. We got a whole new show intro coming out. But I want to talk about the Raiders, guys. Like, look, there was a little poll, on NFL Network where people were giving out their record predictions, right? A lot of people in the media, Lance Zarin, Bucky Brooks, and all of the gang over there, NFL Network, and they have their predictions for, where they think the Raiders are going to finish this year. And I wanted to kick a lot of that around. And then guess what? Tomorrow we are going to do another live. We're going to do a Raider live. But, I just want to get into this on Fourth and Wasted. We're going to definitely refine the Fourth and Wasted show too. We're going to do this a couple of more times to get this rolling. But Colleen Wolfe has us at 5-12. Nick Shook has us at 5-12. Lance Zarin has us at 5-12. Grant Gordon has us at 6-11. Don Parr, guy I've never heard of, has us at 4-13. Brooks Saracimo got us at 5-12, and Bucky Brooks got us at 6-11. Now, look, let's kick this around, right? I'm gonna be real with you guys, man. I normally get upset about stuff like this, but this year I'm gonna be real with you. I have no problem with the media underrating us. I have no problem, because at this point, this is what people in the media do. They don't really watch the Raiders. They don't know the Raiders, right? They don't know who's on the roster. They just go off of what happened the previous year, right? And then, if I'm being honest, this is up to the Raiders to change this perception. They got to prove it. I have no problem with this. Do I believe that the Raiders can play a lot better than that? Yes, I do. But at the end of the day, I sit up here and I really, really think about it. It's up to the Raiders to earn this stuff in the mud, guys. It really is. It's no pressure. Just like my man Joey Cheek said, there's no pressure. There's no pressure on the Raiders. There's no pressure on this organization. Everybody's growing at their own pace. I love the way that things are going. I cannot wait until, the offseason really gets to percolate, and so we can kind of see what we got on the field. But to me, I hope that everybody in that locker room, I hope the coaches, I hope the players, I hope everybody is watching this damn disrespect. And I hope that they file it away and they go out there and kick some ass this year. My guy CGR, do you think Michael Mayer gets utilized more this year? And if so, do you think he's very productive? Yes, I do. I think Michael Mayer, if he's healthy, right, has to get utilized this year. Because look, man, when you start thinking about the Clint Kubiak situation and him coming here, Clint Kubiak kind of lives and dies with 12 personnel. He lives and dies with the 12 personnel, you know, and you're going to have to really, really do things that kind of offset our number one option in Brock Bowers. You are going to have to develop somebody else that is a threat. Now, last year, Clint Kubiak's offense used tight ends on over 27% of his offensive snaps. And that's one of the highest rates in the NFL. And you got to ask yourself, who becomes the centerpiece of that offense? It's going to be Brock, right? But Brock's going to get bracketed. So what happens after that, right? When defenses start rolling coverage towards Brock, who's going to benefit off of that? I'm going to be honest with you. It has to be Mike Mayer and guys like Jalen Naylor and Trey Tucker. It has to be guys like, look at me think of the Knicks, talking about Trent Tucker. But, and also Ashton Genty's got to get off. Like when linebackers respect the run game, when safeties freeze because of play action, when somebody gets isolated on the outside. Somebody gets isolated on the outside, right? And somebody can get isolated, and when you can have a situation where you can have Mayer in the middle of the field just sitting there waiting to get the ball thrown to him. So look, if you look at what the Raiders did this offseason, they went out there, they got Mayers, they got Mike Washington, Jr., you got Mike Mayers. He's a terrific blocker. He's turned into a terrific blocker. He's got to be more than that this year. But I think that everything begins and ends, and it starts up front. It starts with the running game. It starts with Genty and Washington. It starts with guys like Dylan Laube if he's going to be involved in the running game, and or Roman Hembry. I think that the Raiders, to get out of the doldrums of the league, you need to go back to old school football. Take the air out of the ball, impose your will on the imposing defense, kind of knock the stuffing out of those guys and keep it moving. Real rap. And this is the thing, man. You know, I there's a lot of guys, man, that this year got to show improve. Like the second year guys, really, and those are the guys I got my eye on. Rookies are rookies, right? Now we expect a lot of this rookie class. We always do. We get excited about the rookies, but I've really got my eye on Tonka Hemingway. I really got my eye on JJ Pegues. I got my eye on Caleb Rogers. I got my eye on Jack Besh and Dante Thornton, friend of the show. I got my eye on these guys because let me tell you, I got my eye on Mike May. This is his year. I got my eye on these guys because now you're in a situation where you remove the ineptitude of the coaching staff out of the equation. Now you know you got a group of coaches that are evenly yoked, that have worked together, that was put together properly. The organization is behind them. You have the currency of hope in Fernando Mendoza. You got the currency of hope. You have got the currency of hope here. So now we're in a situation where the excuses are done. The excuses are done because John Spytek was here when a lot of these guys were drafted. He drafted them. Darian Porter. The second year guys have got to show up, man. Charles Grant. These are his guys, man. But look, man, the second year guys, what I'm looking for. And at the end of the day, you're gonna have a mediocre product in Las Vegas until they figure out how to really hit on a lot of these draft picks. You can't solve your problems by going out and into free agency over and over again and trying to fill needs. Like I sit up here and I think back. I see a lot of you guys talking about Christian Wilkins, right? I hate the fact that we even had to sign Christian Wilkins. Like a lot of people were saying to me when we signed Christian Wilkins, I said to myself, we should have had Jalen Carter. This is something that we shouldn't even have had to do. And people said, well, we got Christian Wilkins now. We don't even need Jalen Carter. We got to even no. If you would have had the young guy in the building, you wouldn't have to go out and spend an ungodly amount of money on a player you're not sure about. And when you start bringing in these players, man, you have to be prepared for something else to go wrong. Salute to my guy, Milo LeMay. Max is better than Micah, better against the run, plays all downs, more pressures, more tackles for loss. Milo, you're absolutely right, Max is. Right? But at the end of the day, they have Micah at number 2. I think Will Anderson is better than Micah Parsons. With Micah, it's a little subjective because Micah Parsons gets more sacks than Max Crosby. So it's kind of up in the air. He's not the tackler that Max Crosby is. Who would I rather have in my defense? It would be Max because Max does more. But from a pass rush perspective, I have to be honest. I don't think Max Crosby is a better pass rusher than Micah Parsons. If I need somebody to go and get after the quarterback, I'd pick Micah Parsons. I think he's a better pass rusher. But overall, I don't think he's a better player. I don't think he can. I don't think he can set the edge. Seriously. So look, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like when you go out here and you demand to get free agents, right? I remember early in this offseason, people were talking about, the Raiders and this wide receiver core. And I think this wide receiver core is very talented, has a lot of potential. And I think a lot of these young guys are going to play a lot better than what you think, right? I have a lot of faith in Jalen Naylor. I got a lot of faith in Tucker. I got a lot of faith in Besh. I got a lot of faith in Dante. I think the way this group is built, and you guys know how I feel about Malik Benson. I don't want to bring him up because he's a rookie, but I think he's going to be an absolute stud. I think that this receiver group is going to be better than the sum of its parts. Really, I think on paper, people are gonna sleep on this group, and when they get out there, this group is gonna cook. This group's gonna cook, man. There's a lot of potential in that room. There's a lot of potential in that room, man. And you have people earlier this offseason, let me get back to the ranch, that wanted us to go out and make a move for Brandon Ayuk. And now you're starting to see when you go out there and you go get any kind of free agent, you run the risk of somebody going off the reservation on you because you didn't really do as much work as you do when you draft somebody, which is crazy because they've been in the league. You're looking at how they play. But when you start talking about how they fit into the construct of a team environment, that is the issue. How do they fit? How do they fit? How do they fit? Right? So guys like Brandon Ayuk, guys like Christian Wilkins, that is the part of free agency that you just can't see. It is easier to deal with people who are malcontents, even if they're high draft picks, because guess what? They haven't gotten paid yet. They haven't gotten paid yet. When you go out there and you get a big high price free agent, or you make a trade, and not only do you get rid of somebody, right? Or you get rid of draft capital to trade to bring a guy in, and then you got to pay him. Man, those things are what breaks the backs of a free agent team, not a free agent, but a team's cap. It breaks the back. Bridgeback said second and third contracts make players think differently. Yes, because guess what? They're not chasing anything. When you get to your second and your third contract, you're solidified. You're a vet. You're going to get a certain prerequisite amount of money. You've made money. You have a certain level of security in the NFL. Cables, what's your thoughts on Florida running back? Yeah, bro, you're not catching me on that, K-Belt. You're not catching me yet. You're not catching me on that, bro. So you could take your $2 and you can shove it up your ass. I mean, listen, I'm trying to be professional here, and all you guys want to do is get sent to the gulags. That's all you guys want, man. And I'm not going to let you tank 4th and wasted. It's not going to happen. F up out of here. Yeah, F up out of here with your crap. I'm telling you, the next 4th and wasted, it is going to be a masterpiece.
Gorilla looking smelly bitch. Motherfucker, you got me fucked up. You
up out of here. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Salute to my guy, God family in football. Yo, I wish, man. But you get the F up out of here, man. So the great, yo, can we have a 4th and wasted live from the Gulag show? Yes, you will. Yo, my guy just been bad. He goes, I want to be like you when I grow wasted. You get the F up out of here, been bad. You don't grow much. I mean, what are you going to do? What's the next stage in your life? Turn into dust? I mean, Ben Bad, you are 198 years old. You are the original member of the Get Off My Lawn gang. You get the F up out of here. Salute to everybody and become a member of the Wasted Town Army. But guys, 4th and wasted, I want you guys, if you guys don't follow me on TikTok, come on over to TikTok. I'm going to do a post show live. I want to get some feedback. Everybody on X who's watching me, give me some feedback. I think that we're going to stick more to the segments and stuff like that. We're gonna stick more to the segments. But guys, before we get out of here, man, I gotta let you guys know that this stream was brought to you and sponsored by Prize Picks, man. Prize Picks, guys. Prize Picks. That, I mean, listen, the app is really easy to use. Just pick more or less on a few player stats, lock in your lineup, and you're off to the races. Look, Prize Picks is the best way to win cash while watching sports. It's available in most states, including California, Texas, and Florida. You can follow me at Wasted Talent Raiders. See all my lineups. If you're new to Prize Picks, play $5, get $50 in lineups instantly. Use code HMA. Link is in the description, yo. Link is in the description, man. But yo, on the way out, guys, look. We are going to get rocking and rolling. We're going to get up out of here, guys. We will be doing another 4th and wasted towards the end of the week because I want to refine the show a little bit. Yo, my guy DeMarcus Webb dropping a $20 slap-a-roon on me, man. Appreciate you, bro, for keeping the lights on over here, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. But yo, good night, everybody. We are going to get up out of here. Do me a favor, guys. Going over to TikTok, if you already haven't. Shout out to everybody who stayed with me. Do me a favor. NFL Wise Show is going to be happening every week. Share this thing out to all your friends who are fans of other teams. We will have things very, very well segmented. We're going to go over the show, and this thing is going to grow, man. I really, really appreciate you guys. And do me a favor, too. Going over to, CGR. Do me a favor, CGR. Could you go over to Wasted Talent Raiders, my other channel, my backup channel, and put the link in the description to the backup channel, please? Because what we're going to do is we are going to have 4th and Wasted be on that channel eventually. Could you do me a favor? Ben Bad, you get the F up out of here. You love TikTok. You smell like TikTok. You are TikTok, Ben Bad. We are towards the end of the week. Yes, it's Thursday. And Ayo Anthony, you will never be a mod. Grey Dot Gang for you forever. Hey, yo, Hug These. Could you put it up there, guys? There's over 200 of you guys in the room. If you guys are not subscribed to that channel, I need for you guys to go on over there. We need to run the numbers up on that channel. We want to make sure that all the channels are viable. Happy birthday, Hug These. Yo, it's Hug These birthday, everybody. It is Hug These birthday, man. For real, man. Hug These, man. Happy birthday, man. You are one of the great men that is in, you know, Raider Nation, bro. You are the man who made Geno Smith break. I appreciate you guys. Guys, we have to give a 21 gun salute to our guy Hug These. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, you effing bum. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. We're gonna bounce that ass up out of here, you bum. We're gonna bounce your ass up out of here, you effing bum. Happy birthday, you old bum. Now you get back to effing work. He said he's 51. Hug These is 51. He thinks he's beefcake now. He's up here posing with his shirt off, like some effing, like a cheap hooer. Like a cheap hooer. Hey, Hug These. One of you guys, could you guys get the link to the damn channel and put it in here? Nobody can find the link to the damn channel? I mean, what the F is going on with you guys? You know what? Thank you. Thank you. Everybody, do me a favor. Go on over, hit this link, and go and subscribe to the other channel. Do me a favor. Hit the link, go and subscribe. Salute to my guy Hug These, and happy birthday to my brother Hug These, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. But guys, look, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna be over on TikTok in a few minutes. We're gonna be talking some ball over there. But what I need you guys to do is to make sure that you subscribe to this channel. We will do another Fourth and Wasted, maybe early next week, because I forgot it's Thursday. But salute to all you guys out there. Thank you guys for showing up. It's been a most splendiferous occasion. And guys, we will see you tomorrow, man. We will see you tomorrow on Raider Nation Unlimited, guys. We out of here.